Wednesday, the 26th of September 2018, Ikoyi Club, one of the prestigious clubs in Nigeria, held her Elders' Nights in commemoration of her 80th anniversary. Ikoyi Club was established in the year 1938 by the Europeans in lieu to provide a relaxing and conducive environment where Lagosians can dine and wine after the hustle and bustle of the day. The club has grown tremendously in leaps and bounds over the years. Members of the great club pride themselves as being non-discriminatory. In attendance at the Elders' Night, which was part of activities to celebrate the 80th anniversary of the club, were members of the club, past chairmen as well as friends of the prestigious Ikoyi Club. The chairman of Ikoyi Club, Mr. Babatunde Akinleye, the vice chairman and chairman organizing committee for the Ikoyi Club at 80 celebration, Dr. Adekunle writes, past chairman and one-time governor of Oyo State, Rear Admiral Adetoye Oyetola Shode, Mr. Bolaji Adeniji, as well as many more distinguished personalities. After a little wining and dining, the anniversary cake was cut, which was supervised by the event compere. Joining the chairman of Ikoyi Club, Mr. Babatunde Akinleye, on the cake stand were general committee members of the club, committee members of the Ikoyi Club at 80th anniversary celebration, and members born in the year 1938.
We are jolly good fellows, and so say all of us, and so say all of us, and so say all of us. For we are jolly good fellows, for we are jolly good fellows, for we are jolly good fellows.
The toast was supervised by Mr. Edward Omoyele, who was born on the 30th of May, 1938, the very same year the Ikoyi Club was founded. It was merriment all the way as Tunde Shulanke and the Eagles Band serenaded the hall with feel-good music as everyone grooved to the rhythm of the beat.
My goodwill message is that the members of this great club should continue to give their support to the club, because no club can exist without the cooperation of the members, without the support of the members, financially, morally, and otherwise. And they should support all the members of the executive, and the executive members, they evolve and come in from time to time and whatever.
The Ikoyi Club that we have now used to be where the Europeans wined and dined. You understand, where the Ikoyi, where those people make decisions that affected the entire Nigeria and wherever. So they have gone now. They are gone now. Ikoyi Club is still a multicultural society and what actually makes everything tick for Ikoyi Club?
Okay, very good. Ikoyi Club has already been developing from where we met it, and from almost every committee tried to put something to show that they participated in developing the club to this level. I can say, so let's say that my contribution as chairman of the club was what you are seeing there, this car park. Yes, the car park came up. It has been there before, but virtually lost it. But when I became chairman, that was part of my promise to the club that we should build a car park.
Well, Ikoyi Club 1938 turns 80 on the 29th of September 2018, that is this year. And we have a club tradition of marking our club anniversary every year, last week of September. And this year, because it is the 80th, it's an extravaganza this year. The anniversary subcommittee have called it a quintessential celebration, and that's what's happening this year.
On Thursday, the 27th of September 2018, the Ikoyi Club 1938 held her 80th anniversary lecture at the club's premises in Ikoyi, Lagos. On September 29, 1938, the Ikoyi Club officially came into existence through the merger of the European Club and the Lagos Golf Club. The European Club was first located on the site of what was later known as the Ikoyi Hotel, which was then Ikoyi Government Guest House. The club is a unifying factor promoting cohesion amidst a nation in diversity. It is blind to tribe, language, or religion, which have been the major bane of Nigeria's development. The 80th anniversary lecture focused on nation building. In attendance at the lecture were the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency Professor Yemi Osinbajo, the Governor of Lagos State, His Excellency Mr. Akinwumi Ambode, the Secretary to the Lagos State Government, Mr. Tunji Bello, the Chairman of Ikoyi Club 1938, Mr. Babatunde Akinleye, the Vice Chairman of Ikoyi Club, Dr. Kunle Wright, Board of Trustees of the club, the Chairman and CEO Biscon Communications, Prince Bisi Olatilo, among other distinguished members of the club. The guest lecturer at the anniversary lecture was the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency Professor Yemi Osinbajo. The event commenced with the national anthem after the arrival of the Vice President and the Governor of Lagos State. In his welcome address, the Chairman of Ikoyi Club, Mr. Babatunde Akinleye, started by thanking the Vice President of Nigeria, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, and the Governor of Lagos State, Mr. Akinwumi Ambode, for gracing the occasion.
I'd like to thank His Excellency the Vice President for honoring our invitation to come and give us an anniversary lecture. We all know the kind of person he is. I'm not going to attempt to recite, to give a citation, because that will be done by somebody else. But I am sure that we're going to have an exciting evening this evening. And I'd also like to thank His Excellency the Governor of Lagos State, Mr. Akinwumi Ambode, for turning up to help us welcome His Excellency the Vice President, because as the host governor, he is the chief host on this occasion. I'd like to thank all our guests.
In his remark, the Governor of Lagos State, His Excellency Mr. Akinwumi Ambode, commended the past chairman of Ikoyi Club for how far they have helped develop the club. He urged members of the club to keep the value of the club alive and also create values that promote inclusiveness. The governor congratulated Ikoyi Club 1938 at 80.
Ikoyi Club is one of the reasons why Lagos is called the center of excellence. Yes, there are other clubs in which you have discourse and you have issues that relate to the nation. But again, you have a combination of professionals who have actually, one way or the other, continually contributed to the things that really spun out to develop the economy of Lagos. And we must actually now commend our past presidents and also even members of the Ikoyi Club that have actually in no small measure contributed to the growth and development of Lagos State. Even as a rule, once you become an ESCO member in the Lagos State government, you are automatically advised to join Ikoyi Club. And that's just to show us the kind of value we have. It is a club that almost every other club in this country has been trying to emulate. And I just want the president and other members of this club to keep the values that have been enshrined in the tenets of this club, to keep it alive and to keep it growing. I want to openly also commend, which I actually told the president. It's been a while I came in here. I'm totally amazed and impressed about the improvements of what I've seen around. And I must commend, past presidents also, that at least we've kept the values of this club and the aesthetics cannot even get better. And if you compare it to other clubs also in the city, you can see that the aesthetics of the Ikoyi Club has been maintained, sustained, and I want to just commend you for that.
The citation of the Vice President was read by Mrs. Alero Edu.
Yemi's early years in primary school were spent at Corona School, Lagos. Between 1969 and 1975, he attended Igbobi College, Yaba, where he was the winner of the State Merit Award in 1971 the School Prize for English Oratory in 1972, Adeoba Prize for English Oratory 1972 to 1975, Elias Prize for Best Performance in History, School Certificate 1973, School Prize for Literature, HSC 1975, and African Statesman Intercollegiate Best Speakers Prize in 1974. Thereafter, he studied for his undergraduate degree at the University of Lagos between 1975 and 1978, when he obtained a second-class upper division degree in law. In 1979, he completed the mandatory one-year professional training at the Nigerian Law School, after which he was admitted to practice as a barrister and solicitor at Nigeria's Supreme Court. In 1980, he attended the London School of Economics and Political Science, where he obtained a Master's of Law degree. An accomplished scholar, teacher, lawyer, and administrator, Yemi is one of the nation's leading experts in the law of evidence, national and regional corporate commercial laws, and public law. From 1979 to 1980, Professor Shibajo participated in the one-year youth service program as a legal officer with Bendel Development and Planning Authority, BDPA, in the now defunct Bendel State of Nigeria.
The Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency Professor Yemi Osinbajo, gave his anniversary lecture on the topic, Setting the Tone for Nation Building. Professor Osinbajo started by congratulating members of the club as they celebrate the 80th anniversary of the prestigious club. He explained that with the nature of our federation, poverty, governance, and the effects of climate change have been some of the major challenges around building the Nigeria of our dreams. He also pointed out that the major challenge of our country is the challenge of population growth.
States must have more powers and perhaps more rights in order to have the kind of effective federation, not only that our constitution itself expects, but that our expectations as a people should demand. The phenomenal achievements of the Western Regional Government of Chief Obafemi Awolowo in 6 years illustrates how the convergence of these two imperatives I've mentioned can be used to transform the socio-economic destinies of millions. In other words, where a state is able to do certain things for itself, where it's able to produce its own resources and its own wealth, and where a state enjoys a measure of autonomy. Obafemi Awolowo was Premier of the Western region of Nigeria from 1954 to 1960. The Western region is what today constitutes Oyo, Ogun, Ondo, Ekiti, Osun, some parts of Kwara, Kogi, Edo, and Delta, Lagos as far as Jibo, Ikeja, and Agege. Now, the 6-year period of the Awolowo government is often cited as one of the most progressive of any government in the developing world. Some of the major accomplishments include a major agricultural revolution, governments supporting and subsidizing cash crop production, using commodity exchanges to enhance agribusiness, several farm settlements, several agro-allied and other industries, including the Odua textile industries, Ado Ekiti, Okitipupa oil palm mills, Oluwa glass, Ifon ceramics, Ire Ekiti brick industry, as well as several industrial estates or parks, including the Ikeja Industrial Estate. A network of roads across the region, the University of Ife, now Obafemi Awolowo University, the 26-story Cocoa House, Ibadan Airport, the Airport Hotel, the Lagos Airport Hotel, Ikeja, Western Nigeria Television Authority, the first in Africa, ahead of many European countries, including Belgium, and of course ahead of South Africa. But by far the most significant of these achievements is the free primary education, free universal primary education.
After a very stimulating lecture by Professor Yemi Osinbajo, the vote of thanks was given by the Vice Chairman of Ikoyi Club, Dr. Kunle Wright. Before the vote of thanks, plaques of honor were presented to the Vice President of Nigeria, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, and the Governor of Lagos State, Mr. Akinwumi Ambode, by the Chairman of Ikoyi Club 1938, Mr. Babatunde Akinleye. After that, the Vice Chairman of the club, on behalf of the club, trustees and members of the prestigious club, thanked everyone for making our time to attend the 80th anniversary lecture of the Ikoyi Club 1938. On Friday, the 28th of September 2018, Ikoyi Club held her anniversary groove and public nights as part of activities to celebrate the 80th anniversary of the prestigious club. The event, which was accompanied by DJ AY, was filled with fun and entertainment from start to finish. Members were entertained by dancers as well as music artists who thrilled guests with their electrifying performances. The Awaju dancers especially were their very best. There was also a dancing competition among club members, after which winners were rewarded handsomely. Later on, the chairman of Ikoyi Club, Mr. Babatunde Akinleye, was joined by other members of the club for a special dance session, after which the dance floor was officially declared open for a night of fun. In continuation of activities lined up to mark the 80th anniversary celebration of Ikoyi Club 1938, an anniversary gala night was held at the club's premises on Saturday, the 29th of September 2018 in Ikoyi, Lagos. In attendance were the chairman, Ikoyi Club 1938, Mr. Babatunde Akinleye, the vice chairman, Ikoyi Club, Dr. Adekunle Wright, the chairman, Premier Lotto Nigeria Limited, and special guest at the occasion, Chief Kessington Adebukun Adebutu, was represented by his son, Engineer Jibola Adebutu, the chairman and CEO, Biscon Communications, Prince Basil Atilo, past chairman of the club, members of the board of trustees of the Ikoyi Club, distinguished members of the club, as well as friends of the club. The event, which was emceed by the duo of Kofi and Damola, who ensured a smooth flow of events, commenced with an opening prayer led by the past chairman of the club, Mr. Akimbayo Adenubi, after which the welcome address was delivered by the vice chairman of the club, Dr. Adekunle Wright. In his welcome address, the chairman of the organizing committee of the Ikoyi Club at 80th anniversary, Dr. Adekunle Wright, said the club has a robust, diversified and multicultural membership base, which has over the years enabled the club to stand tall as one of the leading family clubs not just in Nigeria, but also in Africa, adding that one of the numerous strengths of the Ikoyi Club 1938 is its pedigree as a dynamic, vibrant nerve center in engendering unity, networking, and social well-being.
The Ikoyi Club 1938 has been uplifting the powers of fun, relaxation, and social wellness of its members over the years. The resultant effect of this is a strong commitment to the ideals of nation building. Indeed, the Ikoyi Club 1938 has remained a benchmark for several clubs across the nation. And we are very, very proud of that feat. The club has deemed it appropriate to give a befitting theme, quintessential, to commemorate this landmark 80th anniversary celebrations.
Later on, Chief Kessington Adebukola Adebutu, who was ably represented by his son, Engineer Jibola Adebutu, was presented a gift by the club for his numerous contributions to the club. The item was warmly received by his son, Engineer Jibola Adebutu.
We'd like to say a very big thank you. We're extremely grateful for the honor of us by accepting to be a special guest and then talking with us this very generous contribution. Thank you very much.
As guests were being treated to nice and delicious delicacies, one of Nigeria's leading bands, the Sugar Band, serenaded all with very good music. Next was a brief fashion parade contest by members of the club, after which Princess Feyikemi Egbeyemi won the category for the best female traditional attire, while Mr. Yemi Banjo won best traditional attire in the male category.
Number 7, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, you will know she's in the choir.
To also spice up the night, a raffle draw was done and 5 lucky winners won business flight tickets on Dana Air to anywhere in Nigeria. The grand prize of an economy flight ticket to anywhere around the world on Virgin Atlantic was won by Mrs. Tukpe Bankoni. This was immediately followed by a very creative musical performance by Labange. Swiftly afterwards was the cutting of the 80th anniversary cake, as coordinated by the event compere, after which series of photo and video session ensued.
So we're going to cut the cake by using our theme, our payoff. When I say global harmony, we all chorus through recreation. Are we ready? Are we ready? When I say global harmony, we say through recreation. That's how we cut the cake. Are we ready? Global harmony. Thank you very much. Put your hands together for them.
It was merriment all the way as quality live music filled the atmosphere, as supplied by the Sugar Band.
Come to the center of the carpet. We have a
a flower bed for you, and you, and you. And the second envelope of gifts for everybody in the house. And still a show, we are still celebrating 80 years anniversary to the club. Give me eye! I can't hear you, children! Give me eye! Now, give me K. Give me O! Give me Y! Give me
From BISCON Communications, it's happy 80th anniversary to members of the prestigious Ikoyi Club 1938 under the distinguished chairmanship of Mr. Babatunde Akileye.